Alright, we're here with LMS Strong Talk. I've probably got that wrong.
Strong man talk. We don't want to sort of be plagiarising other people's names.
LMS Strongman Talk. I do apologise in advance.
Talk, yeah.
Just drinking some Ray's Energy.
Ray's. Sponsor us.
Yeah, please do. Actually, you should probably try it before you say sponsor us.
Maybe. Oh, it smells like America.
It literally, that one literally smells like freedom and bald eagles, and it tastes exactly how you think.
Yeah, like dog shit.
Oh, piss off. Bugger off.
I guess it's been a while since we've recorded anything, spoken about anything. Just want to take a minute to sort of recap where everything's been at since COVID hit, since Lake Mac Strongman got sort of wound down towards the start of the year with this COVID and a few other things that happened. I guess where we're at now, we're sort of just slowly sort of making a comeback. We would be back at full capacity if I hadn't have had my surgery.
How did that go, by the way?
Yeah, all good. About 5 hours under the knife. They've taken tendons and screws and tried to fix it. So I've got an appointment this week to try and find out where I can go from here.
Yep.
Post-surgery, once I'm able to put some sort of load on my foot, I will open the gym back up and we'll sort of go from there.
So what was the ETA on the recovery time that the specialist gave you?
We're looking at 6 to 8 weeks, so we're nearly 2 weeks through that.
Is it 6 to 8 weeks, everything pending good, or?
Okay, 6 to 8 weeks, everything pending going to plan. That's not going back to full strength training either, that's just walking.
Oh really? So
yeah.
What was the actual recovery time till you can actually lift?
Full strength training, they're looking at 3 to 6 months. So
yeah?
You're looking at a decent amount of time.
Stop hitting that.
Yes. Stop playing with it.
I can't help playing with things.
I guess, it's one of those things. It's fixed now. I wish it had happened 18 months ago when I originally did the injury.
Was it just a waiting list thing or the stubbornness thing, or?
No, it was when I first did the injury, the surgeons said they couldn't operate and decided to go non-operative care, which was, in my opinion, a waste of time.
Well, what's non-operative care?
Basically, they stick you in a cast and hope for the best.
Because that works.
Yeah. That's sort of 18 months of my life just wasted. I did get to compete. I did go to Static Monsters. I did get in the top 100 for the log at Static Monsters with a bung leg.
I was going to say, it didn't really stop you.
No.
It probably should have, but it didn't.
No, I pulled a truck. I 300 kilo yoke wore. I still did strongman. I didn't stop. It was just one of those things where it's like, oh fuck it, it's wrecked anyway. Hopefully with this surgery I'll sort of pull my head in and do the proper recovery and hopefully be back stronger next year. And I suppose at this point in time it's a good time to have the surgery. COVID restrictions have got a lot of comps sort of cancelled.
Yeah.
Or postponed. Like just looking at some of the comp dates, there's comps starting again, but with this second wave coming through, I'm thinking that we're most likely going to have them shut down as well. So this will give me a really good time to recover, to recoup, to get back on my feet, literally.
Yeah, I get it.
And start going from there.
Yeah, cool. So, because I do remember that with that first wave of COVID come through, we did have that competition.
Yeah, we did have a comp planned.
That one at Gateshead.
Yeah, we were going to run that.
And it was literally a day or two before it, wasn't it, that we decided, or rather you decided?
Yeah, I think it was like 3 or 4 days before it. I spoke to the manager of the Gateshead Tavern, and unanimously together we both decided that it just wasn't worth the risk. They had to shut down anyway.
Yeah.
We didn't at that stage. We didn't have to shut down. We could have kept running. But what was the point in going to host an event there where it just wasn't going to be, a spectator sport,
Yeah, because didn't we figure out we could have the competitors there, but there was just no crowd.
No crowd. Yeah. It was just one of those things where it was like, nah, not worth it. So I literally just cancelled it, pending whatever. And to be honest, Lake Mac Strongman will wait until we get through this COVID stuff.
Yeah.
before we go and host another competition. So definitely no comps this year from us. But there is competitions on, so if anyone out there is looking for something to do, we've got quite a few comps on at the moment coming up. So you've got PTC MacArthur, they hold a couple of comps every year. They've got their Wrath of Ivar competition coming up. It's a New South Wales Strongest Man / Woman 2020 qualifier. Really good events in this actually. I was supposed to do this if I didn't have my surgery.
Yeah.
So really cool events. You've got a yoke, which I hate. I believe you're not the biggest fan of it either.
I'm alright static lifting them.
Yeah,
I'm terrible walking with them.
Yeah.
But that being said, I'm terrible walking without weight.
Max log 3 attempts. There's a farmer's, an axle dead, and a stoner shoulder. So 3 really cool events. But in saying that, they're really heavy.
Yeah. Did they have a qualifier weight there or anything?
Yeah. Look, let's go through some of the qualifying weights on that. I believe the stone for open men's is 130 kilograms.
They have weight divisions though, don't they?
Yeah. So
I was going to say, because I am not doing over 30 kilos.
If you're over 105 kilos, you got no choice.
I'll have to lose some weight.
Yeah. So yeah, because this is like an amateur division comp, it's not novice. There's 4 weight divisions for women, and I believe 4 for men.
Yep.
From under 64 kilo women to open women, and men's under 80 kilos through to open men's as well. So there's heaps of weight divisions, and that's a really good thing to mention too with strongman. If you've never done it before, we do have a lot of different weight divisions. In novice comps, it's normally 2 divisions. You got an under, like men's is under 100 and over 100 kilos, and then women's is I think 82 or something like that. Typically, so it's sort of plenty of spots there. You're not going up if you're like this little dude. You're not going up against the big boys. So
yeah, and it's not really competition in a sense that everyone, like when you say competition and when I think competitions, everyone's against each other and there's no support.
Yeah, and that's
from what I've seen in the strongman community and most competitions, it's everyone supporting each other. So it doesn't even feel like a competition.
Yeah, 100%. Especially in Australia. It's not like the pros in the States or in the world, really.
Yeah.
This is one thing that really frustrates me is, and I know it's probably a lot to do with sort of trying to get views and stuff like that, but this Eddie Hall and Hatfield Bjornsson bullshit.
I was going to actually...
I'm just over it.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm an Eddie Hall fan.
Yeah.
He's who inspired me to get into strongman, not Hatfield. Congratulations to Hathor for pulling the 501.
Yep.
I don't believe it's a record because it wasn't set in competition, but if they're counting it as a record, who am I to say no? I'm just strongman Dan.
From, I don't know if it's true or not, but from what I read, it wasn't competition, but it was in a private gym.
It was in a private gym, but there was...
Was there any Guinness World Record people there?
I'm not sure exactly on Guinness World Record people, but the record, the head judges for strongman were there, or on a live video feed, to judge it. So, it is what it is. He pulled 501, and to be honest, he did it pretty easy.
Do you believe that the 501 pull was strictly just him saying, well, I've got it more than you? Or was it like because he wanted to chase it?
Eddie and Hathor have obviously had some sort of rivalry since 2017, especially since 2017. I try not to look too much into it. It frustrates me that the negativity that's brought to the sport, especially in a sport where we're supposed to support each other, but it is what it is.
All things aside of egos and whatnot, are you actually legitimately looking forward to this show fight that they're putting on? Or is it just like there's no winners in this sort of situation?
There's no winners in it. It's stupid.
Yeah.
In my opinion. You're both strongmen, not boxers.
Yeah, there's a lot of talk that they will get gassed out pretty quick.
Yeah.
But that being said, within that 2 or 3 minutes, there's going to be some bombs.
Yeah. Like, and yeah, in every sport, there's always people who don't like people.
Yeah.
All right.
100%.
We don't have to be friends with everybody. Come D-Day, when it's time to compete in that, we'll all sort of stick up and help each other out, throw each other a thing. We don't all have to be mates, but I think they've taken it to a whole new level of I don't know what it is. It's not entertainment.
It reminds me a lot of it. I'm sure a lot of it is put on, but a lot of it reminds me of the old wrestling techniques, where they're promoting shows and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like you don't legitimately know how much of this is real.
Nah, even the UFC stuff, like it's just like
no. There was a bloke called Jim Cornette, and he actually said the UFC's like kicking the WWE's ass for a reason. It's because the UFC's cutting promos and doing stories and stuff better than the actual wrestling companies doing it.
Yeah,
and they're using wrestling legitimate pro wrestling techniques, like the storytelling and stuff like that.
Yeah,
and wrestling's not doing it, and that's why they're winning.
Yeah, it's just. I think that's got a lot to do with the whole Eddie Hall and Hathor, where it's sort of promoting themselves in a way or something like that.
Like when it does come down to is, I'm kind of in the same boat as you, but I do like the prize fights. Like I'm weird like that. Like I'll watch it just because of the freak show nature of it.
Yeah, I guess I'd probably watch it, but it's not something I'd sort of go and spend money to watch or...
I'm not going to go out and brag to my mates that I watched it, but I'll be like, I'll go down. If the pubs are open, I may go down and watch it.
if the pubs are open.
If not, I'm sitting in my shed.
I guess after the Wrath of Ivar being a qualifier, you've got New South Wales Strongest Man.
Yep.
Excuse me, that's always a massive, massive weekend. That is on the Labor Day weekend down in Sydney, Gregory Hills Hotel. If it's open. Big if there with the current Sydney situation. So there's that one. Then you got October, there will be Static Monsters.
Yep.
That'll be held worldwide, same weekend. Once again, pending COVID restrictions. I guess the biggest one I got told about today is Stand Up Submit. So they're in Victoria.
I don't think we're going to that one, but okay, let's go at it.
But it is in December. So
there's a chance.
Fair chunk of time. We've got 4 months. There's 100 competitor spots.
Yep.
Alright. 4 lanes for all events. Prize money for podium positions. It's an Arnold's 2021 qualifying spot. Now, Stand Submit makes some of the best gear in strongman in Australia. Australian made.
Yep.
It's called the Compound Carnage. So, I believe this will be at their new compound. And there's several different, what do you call it?
Division?
Categories you go in. So you can go into the beginner, intermediate, or you can go into the Carnage, I believe. So that'd be pretty.
What is the Carnage? That is not a weight division.
No, Carnage I would believe would be not a weight division, but a sort of a level of.
So it could be open, but it'd be strictly open to like the best of the best sort of.
Yeah, so I believe from what I understand from reading this is on Sunday they have the Carnage, which would be all your sort of higher level athletes at all weight divisions. They'll have their weight divisions, obviously. But the weights will be probably stupidly crazy heavy.
200 kilo log.
I don't think so. It's a log medley for reps, so I don't think it'd be 200, but it'd probably be around. I would say for an open man, it'd probably be around that 140, 150.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I can
sort of mark.
I can barely get 80 off the ground.
The one event that I've looked at and gone, nope, hate it to the max is the duck walk yoke medley.
Ooh.
So in all my competitions, they're the 2 events that I've hurt myself on.
Yeah.
Duck walk, I did my left ankle.
Yep.
And yoke, I did my right Achilles. We won't be. But I reckon that'd be a really good spectacular to watch, especially in their sort of compound. So if you've ever looked at their website or their Facebook or their Instagram, they have some really cool stuff out in their compound. So I'm really keen to see that. Southern Hemisphere Strongest Man or Oceanic Strongest Man will also be happening, like if COVID's okay. Apart from that, there's not a lot happening this year. The novices and that, I guess we're just sort of trying to get the big ones out of the way for the actual amateurs and the guys looking at going up into that higher level. On the news on Strongman, I suppose. Coal City's back open.
Yep.
Seeing them, they do classes Wednesday nights. New strength headquarters have just moved into a bigger spot.
Where were they originally?
At Gateshead.
Yep.
They've always been, Bennett Green. Now they've moved to Gateshead.
Alright. Is that the one that Michael Mayo, my mate, worked with? Or
Mick Mayo, yeah. So Mick Mayo works up with them, trains with them. He big boy too.
Yeah, he was strong before he done it.
So they've just moved into a bigger facility.
Yep.
South Coast Strongman, Alex Dion is a really good mate of mine. Big supporter of me, big supporter of Late Mac Strongman.
His facility's come along.
Oh my god, have you seen it? He's got some gear.
I've seen photos of it. I'm heavily impressed.
Yeah, me too. He's got a good crew down there, so anyone on the south coast, sort of Sydney Illawarra region, I'd definitely go and check out his facility. I'm not sure if he's going to run anything sort of this year, but he may or may not, depending. But he's also the owner of Barbaric Gymwear, and you've seen the banner up in your shed. You've seen me wear the clothes all the time. So obviously he's a big supporter of Strongman, and it's good to see him doing something really good.
Yeah.
Apart from that, there's not a great deal going on in the Strongman world. Obviously, I think the log record got broken. Obviously, the deadlift record. I've been out of touch due to my injury and sort of just trying to keep to myself and whatnot. But we got big things in the pipeline coming, don't we?
Oh, we're talking about that, are we?
Not really.
Oh, okay.
But we're just going to let them know there's big things to come.
Yes, watch this space.
Watch this space. Big things coming for Late Mac Strongman. I guess that's about it for sort of Strongman wise. I did manage a PB on the Monster Dumbbell the other day.
When you weren't meant to lift, or?
No. Before I had my surgery.
Oh, you went out one blaze of glory before you went out again?
Went out with a blaze of glory. Sorry, coach. 72 kilo Monster Dumbbell. So that was I was pretty stoked with that. I guess the other thing I really need to do is thank our sponsors.
Yeah.
These guys have always backed me and backed the club. You got Size Inc. In Georgetown. Always puts up money for prizes. Always looks after me in the shop.
Nice bloke too.
Yeah, he's really cool dude. Funny as hell, actually. If you're ever looking for a tattoo, I can't highly recommend him enough. He does some really good work. I've got a Jack Nicholson's Joker on the back of the calf muscle that he did for me. Obviously, the Barbaric Gymwear.
Yep.
They've always been there. And Alex. And our newest sponsor, Hungry Wolf's Pizza at Belmont.
Very tasty.
Very, very yummy pizza. Not only pizza, they do, the ribs and chips that you got the other week?
No, the ribs are good. I make it a habit of going, wherever I go, I've got to have ribs.
Yeah.
And they're up there.
They're up there? I didn't mind them either, they're pretty good.
Top 3. Easy.
Yeah. And they also do pasta, and when I say pasta, Italian pasta, it's homemade Italian pasta. It's
hard to find that.
No, it is. It's really hard in the taste. Oh my god. It just tastes so good. And the pizzas, you get a large pizza, so you go to the likes of a franchise pizza place, and the large is like this big. Right, their larges are like this.
Yeah.
They're huge.
You can't finish them.
I wouldn't say that.
Oh, you cannot.
I managed to do it. I came out of the hospital, obviously eating hospital food for a couple of days. And when I came out, I got myself a pizza. I wanted to get the barbecue chicken supreme.
Yeah.
Ate a lot. I was like, yep, feeling good now.
I've heard of people not getting them cut and just rolling them up like kebabs. And just eating
Yeah.
Gum.
Oh no.
I don't think I could do it.
when coach messages you.
Oh, you're in trouble.
Hi, coach. Hey, mate, how's it all feeling? Are you good to go with Sydney next week? He's already into me. Oh, my God. I'll reply to that later.
Does he know that you're still recovering? Or is he just shit stirring?
No, he knows I'm recovering. 2 weeks. He knows when the surgery was now.
Right.
Let's reply to that. Have appointments on Wednesday.
If you couldn't tell, this is completely uncut, by the way. Just shooting the breeze.
Whatever the fuck happens. Actually, I want to mention someone. I seen them lifting, a couple of people lifting the other day on Instagram. Where was it? I was like, wow, that's impressive. He used to train with us. Joshua Keam used to train with us. He actually did his first comp with us the other day, last year, at our first ever comp.
Yep.
Working sets 2x2 at 132 kilos on a 12-inch log. Like, go check him out on Instagram, guys.
What's his handle?
At Joshua Keam, K-I-E-M. It's 132 kilos like it's nothing. And he does full reps. It's not like he's doing like half reps. It's all the way
strength.
All the way down, all the way up.
Do you believe that like someone's size plays a massive key to how much they can lift? Like if they're naturally a bigger person?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely 100%. Here you go, he's 150 kilo presses.
Like you can never really bridge that gap. So like say for someone my size, not obviously born with like a natural strength to that, I've got to work to it, but they can just overtake.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
it's...
No, I'm very similar to you. I'm on the smaller size to these guys. I stand next to these guys and these guys are mountains next to me.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty much a mountain next to you. So I know how it feels.
I try.
You try. Like there's videos of him doing 3x3 150 kilo push presses. Like that's just nuts. So Joshua Keam, at Josh Keam. Another one that I always mention, he's another freak of nature. It's just crazy. Reese Kirby. You know what I mean? Like 250 kilo 3x3 on the axle deadlifts. It just boom.
Goes up with nothing, hey?
It's just crazy easy. Who's the other one? Who's the other one I was saying the other day? Oh, Jared Wharton, actually. I have a special thanks to Jared.
Is he the bloke that comes?
Yeah, so
no,
Jared's come up and kept me company during the COVID times and helped me train and keep me motivated. I'm also part of the team Strongman Way that he is. Massively improved his log. Competed with him / against him at Titans the Hunter.
Yep.
Still wear the shirt. Not last year, the year before in Singleton. And his log was good, but it wasn't, great.
Was it a technique or a strength thing?
A bit of both. I think a bit of both. Watching him do log now, he's doing like 5x5 at 115 kilos or some crazy number.
Yeah.
It just blows my mind. Like, he's worked hard for it.
Yeah.
He got himself a 12-inch log, LD bags with bricks.
I know it's easy for you blokes, but that 12-inch log is stupid for me.
I love it. I much prefer a 12 than an 8. But now we've got both, an 8 and a 10.
The 10's a challenge for me, but like I'm fine picking up some decent, like from my size, picking up some decent weight with it. That 12's just complete different. It's not a weight thing. It's just the awkwardness and the.
It's bigger.
Yeah. It's almost like you haven't got enough flick to get it up.
Yeah. So, because of the sheer diameter, it is slightly different technique to actually get it to your chest. I guess that's sort of because you've trained a lot on the 8s, not really on a 10 or a 12.
Yeah.
Once you get used to the 10, you'll find the 12 is very much the same, just easier. So yeah, there's those guys that I sort of want to give a special mention to. Yourself, obviously coming on board and training with us a bit more, because you're not doing so much wrestling.
Well, at that time I didn't, but I've gone back into it now.
Yeah, back training wrestling, which was cool.
Yep.
But there's no way.
Shout out to Hoffman.
Hoffman? Who's Hoffman?
He's my trainer and owner of New Pro.
Okay, New Pro. They actually put on some good shows, actually.
Yeah,
I've seen some YouTube clips.
They're renowned to be the best in like Newcastle and arguably the state, and there's a reason why.
Yeah, cool. Well, shout out to Newey Pro. Obviously looking after my man Rob here with his wrestling training. Apart from that, how long have we been going?
25 minutes.
That's fucking good, eh?
Alright.
So that's it for our first podcast back, I guess. I will try and get some more happening. This was very off the cuff.
Yeah, just literally shooting the breeze. Like I literally out on a whim went and bought some microphones and decided I wanted to do this, and
Dan's
here we are about 3 or 4 days later.
Dan's like, bring them to me.
Bring them to me. I want something to do. I've got nothing to do.
I'm bored.
Basically.
So yeah, no, thanks for tuning in. We'll get this up as soon as possible, and you know.
Yeah, after I've just obviously
you
figure out
play.
the hang dangly bits of this.
Yeah, you have a play.
Yeah, I've got to figure it.
Alright, man. Peace out. Thank you guys.
See you guys
and
later.
See you around.
Awesome.